Hi, welcome to the seventh episode of our weekly video audit series, Audits and Beats, where we audit websites for quick SEO, UX, and CRO wins. This is your host, Hamad Nafis, and in today's episode, we will be looking at a brand called artPOP, which sells colored pencils and other art supplies. They are part of the partner portfolio of the agency Main Factor. Main Factor is an agency that works with artists, creators, and brands to build, market, and operate their D2C businesses. They were ranked in the 2024 Inc. 5000 list. So yeah, let's get started and see what artPOP has in store for us. So we are on the homepage of artPOP. Let's quickly navigate through it and see if we can find anything interesting in there. Okay, a dynamic hero section, featured products. I see inspired ideas. I believe these are the links to the different blog pages. Free shipping, have questions, and the footer. Okay, so a very basic homepage design, I would say. As for recommendations, I would start with the most obvious one, and it's about the hero section. So, ArtPop team has gone with a dynamic hero section, and this is something that I don't highly recommend because the reason is that a dynamic hero section contains multiple messages and it gives multiple options to website visitors and stores. And when you give too many options and too many choices to your store visitors, it can lead to indecision. So you should always have a fixed single static message for your hero section, and that is the first change that I would recommend. Obviously, they can go with the message that encompasses their entire product line. Right now, the messages that are showing up are for different collections. I would definitely change those and pick or go with a message that, like I said, that encompasses their entire product line or their actual brand message or the brand mission. So that's the first recommendation I have for them. My second recommendation is that they have used a collapsible hamburger main navigation menu for the desktop. Like if I click here, the menu opens. What I would recommend here is that they should keep this for mobile, but for desktop, they should have a proper navigation menu where it's easy to spot. Right now, there's a high chance that while scrolling the website, while browsing the website, people might miss the menu altogether, and that could create accessibility issues. So this is another recommendation that I have for them, like replacing this hamburger menu on desktop with a proper navigation menu. They can also use a combination of both, but yeah, they should definitely have a standard navigation menu. That's my second recommendation to them. Okay, another thing that I noticed here is there are no collection pages linked from the home page. Like if I open this main navigation menu, they have multiple collections on their store. Let's open it. So they have drawing and illustration, paint, brushes and painting tools, canvas and paint panels, paper and pads, easels. So these are some of the categories that they have on the Shopify store. I would recommend them to add them to this homepage. Also, when they redesign the navigation menu, the main navigation menu, they should include the important collections or at least the more popular collections in the main navigation menu here. So that's my third recommendation. To summarize, I have recommended three changes to the homepage so far. The first one is using a static single message for the hero section. The second one is redesigning the main navigation menu and using a standard one rather than a hamburger navigation menu. They can keep that for mobile, or they can also use a combination of both on desktop. My third recommendation is including the main collections on the homepage, like linking them from the homepage. So they have a few collection pages on the Shopify store. I would recommend them to include those collection pages right above the featured products or below it. That's my third recommendation. Another thing that I found missing here is social proof. So how many customers they have served so far? What's their average customer rating? They can definitely include a banner here and address the social proof concerns. What else I would recommend this banner, free shipping on orders $49 or more. So when I click on this banner, this takes me to the privacy page, to the shopping policy and privacy page. Rather than linking this to the shipping policy page, I would rather prefer if this link to the main collections page, like the all collections page, because that pushes the store visitor closer to the action that we want to take them. Now, directing the users to the shipping policy page is not the best choice, I would say. So yeah, that's another recommendation that I have for them. What else I will do? Okay, let's go back to the navigation menu and see how it looks. Mhm. Okay, since this is an art-focused and art-centric website, I would say that they should definitely make the main navigation menu more visible. Because first, it aligns with the theme of the website, and secondly, having a visible navigation menu basically reduces the cognitive load, the cognitive effort required when you are browsing or shopping on a website. So when I say making the navigation menu visible, what I mean to say here is like adding photos of the different categories of the products they have in their navigation menu. So yeah, that's another recommendation that I have for them. What else I would suggest? Okay, let's take a look at their search bar. Mhm. Okay, so the search feature is working perfectly fine. What I would recommend here is like when like they should have the popular or the suggested category tags appearing when someone clicks on the search bar. Like for example, like when I click on the search bar, there's nothing showing up here. What they can do is like they can go to their analytics and check what are the popular search terms that people are using on the Shopify store, or and use that and use those search terms as the suggested categories or popular categories. That helps again. That helps reduce the cognitive load and really helps really helps with the shopping experience. So yeah, that's another recommendation that I have. Okay, so we have recommended quite a few actions for the homepage. Let's see if I can find anything else. Okay, let's look at the card page, add to card page. Okay, so this is the card page. Again, just like the search bar, where it's not recommended to have an empty search bar and rather have suggested and popular categories. They should also have some product suggestions in an empty cart page as well, because that again helps with with the shopping experience, and people are more likely to find the products that they are looking for. So yeah, adding some popular categories or some popular products here would be a good addition to this empty cart page. Uh, yeah, this is another recommendation that I have. Okay, continue shopping. Okay, now let's go back to the home page and see if we have missed anything else. Okay, let me refresh the page. Okay, something else that I feel is missing from the home page is a highlight of why artPOP, art supplies and products are different from the competitors. Like what's your USP? What makes your products unique? So, like for example, if you're talking about colored pencils, it can be about breakage-resistant cores and ultra-rich pigments that give deep and vibrant colors and do not fade easily. Uh, the design can be eco-friendly. Like I'm pretty sure you know your USP quite better than me. So it would be better if we can highlight that on the homepage to help your customers understand that why your brand is better than your competitors. Let's quickly take a look at the homepage on mobile, see if there's something that we can improve. Okay, I don't think there are any standout recommendations for mobile, like whatever I've highlighted so far. Once those are implemented, they will go pretty well on mobile as well as on desktop. So I guess that's pretty much for the home page. Now let's open some collection pages and see what we have in store for us. So let's go to the menu. From menu, let's open one for markers, one for pencils. Okay, these are subcategories. I see paint. Okay, let's open one for paint as well. Here, one go. Wait a minute. So, okay, view all paint. Okay, so I've opened three collection pages. One for markers, one for pencils, and one for paint. Let's start with the pencils, I guess, because that's I feel would be easier to analyze because I'm not an art expert or a professional who knows a lot about art supplies and art products. Okay, so we are on the pencils page right now. Mhm. Sort by okay. Mhm. Okay, so my first recommendation would be like adding a small description, maybe a line or two just above the fold. So to add context to this collection page, this helps users as well as search engine crawlers to understand the page better and the product line better. So that's my first recommendation. Let's take a look at the on-page SEO elements for this for this collection page. For that, we will open the detail SEO extension. Okay, the meta title reads pencils, artPOP. What about the headings? Markers, pens, pencils. Pencils show view drawing pencils. Okay. Okay, what I'm curious about is why is it showing markers, pens, and pencils as an H2 on the collection on the pencils collection page? Like pencils make sense, but markers and pens do not until or unless they have like linked the markers or pens page from the pencils collection page, in which case it's completely fine. So let's take a look at that. I can't really find the mention of markers or paint. Let me check the view source code for this and see if we can find markers or paints as H2. Okay, Control F. Mhm. Okay, they have linked. Okay, they have linked markers from the collection page, but why is it that I can't find anything here? Okay, it's part of the navigation menu. I see. Okay. Okay, so then let's ignore that. Okay. One thing that I noticed here was like when I ran detail SEO extension on the pencils collection page, the meta description, the meta title feels a bit incomplete. Like it doesn't provide any context. It just says pencils are what pencils are these? What are they used for? They can definitely improve this meta title and add some keywords and add some keywords and meaning behind the page to enrich the context of this particular collection page. So yeah, there is on-page elements that can be worked for this particular collection page. Just to review, first thing, we need to add a line or two above the fold to provide context to the readers as well as search engine crawlers just above the fold. The second thing that I would recommend is like changing the meta title to for better on-page SEO. So these are my two recommendations with regards to the on-page SEO with regards to the on-page SEO tweaks for this particular collection page. Okay, let's look at the product pages that have been linked here. Okay, is another thing that I would recommend. So far, what I'm noticing here is the collection page, the product pages that are being linked here are the non-canonical versions. So to explain it better, I have opened Premium Colored Pencil set of 12 product page. You see that the URL here is artpop.com/collection/pencils/products/premium colored pencil set of 12. Our primary URL is artpop.com/products/premium colored pencil set of 12. That's our uh, primary URL for this particular product page. How do I know that? Well, Shopify URLs work like that. And just to confirm, I would definitely check this on detail SEO extension and show it to you as well. So as you can see here, the actual canonical version of this page is artpop.com/product/premium colored pencils set of 12. So they have linked the non-canonical version of all the product pages from their main collection page. So what I would recommend here is like changing those to the canonical version, which are the artpop.com/product/product XYZ. So that way, you are giving signal to Google that these are my main pages and these are the ones that need to be ranked rather than the non-canonical versions. So yeah, this is my third recommendation with regards to this particular collection page. Let's run a quick check to see if this URL issue is just on this particular collection page or is it site-wide. So we also open markers collection page. Let's take a look. Collection/markers/purse. Yeah, this particular issue is site-wide. So this is something that I would definitely prioritize and fix. And yeah, once again, as you can see, there's no description or for on other collection pages as well. Let's take a look at the on-page SEO elements. Same here, the meta title just reads markers artpop. We again need to add more context, add some keywords to boost on-page SEO across the collection pages. One more thing that I would recommend for the collection page is adding some FAQs, and these can be added below the fold. So like addressing the main objections or main questions that your potential customers might have. They can definitely list them down as FAQs here in the form of accordions, and people can, and users or shops or shop visitors can read those answers and get the questions resolved easily. So yeah, that's another on-page SEO recommendation that I have for the collection pages. What else? Okay, I feel there's one more thing that we can definitely have, especially for this pencils collection product pencils collection page, and that is the subcategories. So, like for example, if I'm talking about pencils, they can definitely add subcategories based on the it, by use. So it can be for students, it can be for school, artist, professional, sketching. Likewise, they can create some category based on set size. So a set of 12, set of 24, set of 48. You can see that they definitely sell these sets on their store. So creating a different subcategory for the pencils based on the set size is a legit solution. And obviously, we will have to check if there's enough search demand for that, and if people are searching for pencils by use or by set size. Likewise, we can also create subcategories based on materials, I guess, material type that is used. So, for example, if the core is wax based, or if these are watercolor pencils, we can definitely add that subcategory as well, and internally link those from this particular collection page. So yeah, that's another recommendation that I have for this particular pencils collection page. This will not only help with the boosting the search term of the website, but it would also help attract more sales, because at the end of the day, if you're getting more customer, uh, more leads, more potential customers, there is a high chance, or there's a greater chance that you'll be able to convert more of them. So yeah, more customers for your store as well. And I guess that's pretty much it for the collection pages. Let's now switch our focus to the product pages and open some product pages. From colored pencils, we have already opened one. Let's open one from the markers collection page. Likewise, open one from paint. Okay, so we have once again opened three product pages here. Let's see if we can find anything interesting. Starting with premium colored pencil set of 12 product page, set of 24, set of 48. Okay, these are separate URLs and not variants. I see quantity, add to cart, hexagonal grid, English, red, blue, yellow. Okay, I really like this implementation of the product image carousel, because what some people do is like some business owners, they put dots to navigate or scroll through the different product images that are available. So when we use thumbnails, those product image thumbnails, they reduce friction and are a better representation of showcasing your products rather than using those dots or arrows, I would say. So that's something that I like here. Okay, reviews empty, frequently asked questions empty. Again, they should definitely fill these to provide context to the users as well as to the search engines. And if they have reviews on for the products, they can definitely add those here. But I'm guessing there are no reviews or no sales for this particular product, hence why this field is empty. Maybe they can add a line so to to like make it look better and not an empty space, a white space. Okay, my serious recommendations with regards to product pages would be, for example, like this description. It reads like a wall of text, and since this is an art-based website, what I would say is like definitely communicating your points through visuals. So, like for example, they have mentioned that this particular set of color pencils include colors like red, yellow, green, blue, green, black, brown, purple, orange, rather than like uh, highlighting it this way. What they can do is like they can use visuals for the different colors and move that right up in the buy box here. Similarly, instead of like highlighting the features of this product in text, hexagonal grip, smooth and blendable, 3mm break resistant core, rich vibrant colors, what they can do is like they can add symbols or icons, so to communicate the features of this, or the USP of this product in a better way. And yeah, that's my recommendation with regards to improving the product description side. uh, One more thing that I would recommend here is like let's look how this looks on mobile. So yeah, as I guessed it. Okay, this particular box quantity. Uh, I know this is important, but for most of these stores, this is really used. Like this is not the first set of action that a user is interested in. So rather than using it in the buy box, we can move it down. So to give more space and utilize that space for adding more benefits, more features for this particular product, and optimizing the buy box for greater conversions. So yeah, I would definitely move this quantity uh, tab below the buy box. So that would be my first recommendation, and moving some of these features as inside the buy box and as icons and as symbols. Also, what I would say here is like the images need to be bigger. So like they're pretty small, and even the font size reads small. So I would definitely look at the layout of mobile layout of this website and across the different product pages and look to improve it. So yeah, these are my recommendations in regards to the product pages. Let's take a look at the on-page SEO elements. Close the mobile view for now. I'll open the detail SEO extension, premium colored pencils, set of 12. Okay, I guess the meta title reads fine. Markers, pens, pencils, premium colored pencils, set of 12. Yeah, there's nothing to improve on page SEO, SEO wise. So yeah, leave that. I guess that's pretty much it for the product page. Okay, one thing here. They haven't mentioned the delivery date. So, like, if someone is ordering the product, they would like to know when they would receive that product. So, mentioning a delivery date, like if it takes 1 to 2 business days, mentioning that here just below the add to cart button would be a nice idea. Also, people would definitely be interested in knowing about the return policy. So again, mentioning something like easy returns, hassle-free returns below the add to cart button definitely boost customer confidence and they are more likely to convert. So this is a CRO recommendation. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this particular product page. Let's open a few more and see if we can find anything else. Let's study the Infinity brush markers set of 72 product page. Again, the same set of recommendation. Text reads like a wall of text. They need to format it better. Also mentioning the colors in text rather than using visuals for that. My recommendation would be going with the letter approach. So using symbols and visuals to describe the product and the product contents and moving that inside the buy box. I guess nothing else here. Again, same set of recommendations. Okay, something that I want to check here is I'm pretty sure they mentioned they have their best-selling products. I want to check those. Okay, here it is. Most wanted watercolor pencils. Okay, so these are the best-selling watercolor pencils. Interesting. So until now, we didn't uh, we didn't have a buy on Amazon button on other product pages that we saw earlier. But for this particular product page, we have a buy on Amazon button. So like I'm not against it, but what I would suggest is like not having this as a button, but rather than mentioning that you can also buy it on Amazon. And why I'm recommending that because when you put a buy on Amazon button on your main product page, and if people click on it, they are going to a different website, and obviously Amazon in this case here. And when they go on Amazon, obviously there are many more products and many more brands that they can explore, and this kind of pushes them back from what you are trying to achieve with your website, and that is conversions. So if you are directing your site visitors to a different website where they have more options and they can easily get distracted and start exploring other products and other competitors and other brands, you are losing out on sales. So I would test I would look at the heat map for this particular product page and see if people are clicking on buy on Amazon button. And if they are clicking on buy on Amazon button, I would definitely run an A/B test where for one set of tests, I would use the buy on Amazon button, and on another set, I would remove the buy on Amazon button and just add to cart button. And somewhere down, I can like mention that you can also buy this product on Amazon and see how the two pages perform in terms of conversions. And I'm pretty sure the latter is going to do much better than the former. So this is a test that I would definitely set up here because the logic says that the buy on Amazon button is not the best idea for your product page. So yeah, that's another recommendation. that I have for them. Let's look at the Instagram page, see how they're doing, because this is like I said, this is an art-based brand, and your Instagram must be like quite visually appealing. Like I'm assuming that. So let's see how the posts look like. Okay, so we are on artPOP's Instagram page. Looks like the Instagram posts are on point, and the Instagram game overall is pretty on point because the posts are quite visually appealing, and they have a huge following, like a decent following. 66.4K is no small feat to achieve. So I think they are doing a great job on the Instagram, and I would suggest that keep that up. What else? Okay, let's run a site search for the website and see if we can find something interesting SEO wise. Site search. Let's close all of the tabs. Okay, so I have opened the site search here. Okay, by the way, this SRSLTIT, this is a Google merchant tag that seems to be appearing across all the collection pages. This can be easily resolved by turning off the auto tag option from the Google Merchant Center, because what it's doing is like it's creating duplicate version of the different URLs. And although I'm pretty sure the canonicals are pointing to the primary URLs, I would still make sure that the auto tagging option is turned off. Okay, let's see if we can find any valuable pages in the index. Let's start with tag pages. Okay, nothing in there. What about demo pages? Okay, there are no demo pages either. What about the test pages? Mhm. Okay, so they have a test all page, but it's just one page, so there's no big issue here. So I guess that's the index, their site index is clean. At least that's what I'm assuming from my initial checks. Maybe if I decide to go up with people, I might find something. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of site search operator checks. And with that, I guess it's pretty much it for the video as well. And it has already ran for quite long. And I would like to wrap it up. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.